Okay, good morning. So today, now we're looking at the second part of this video. We were still sketching the graph of 4y minus x plus 8. This is number 2.7. We could have made y the subject of the formula here by taking the x and 8 over. It becomes x minus 8. Okay, you can't see. Okay. And then dividing by 4, which will give you a quarter x minus 2. Okay, if you wanted, you could get it in standard form first and then work it from there. But the dual intercept method that we're actually using doesn't require us to get it in standard form. If you had gone with the gradient y-intercept method, then definitely you would have to get it in that form. And if you're going to work with the table, it's going to be easier. You don't have to, but it will be easier to have it in standard form. Okay, so again, this is our axis of symmetry. Well, Cartesian plane, sorry, not the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is something else. Your x is going to be 8 and your y is negative 2. Again, just by approximation, as you can see I'm doing here. Okay, and it's going through 8 and going through that negative 2 there. Again, you see that gradient is that slope is low, a low slope, no? Shallow, whatever. You know, if it's a big number, the slope will be steep, and if it's a low, a value less than 1, okay, but greater than 0, it will be what we call, I think it's a gentle slope. Okay, steep and gentle. So yeah, let's look at 2.9. Question 2.9. We have 4y plus 5x plus 20 is equal to 0. Again, y-intercept, let x equal to 0. So you got 4y plus 5 times 0 plus 20 is equal to 0. So you got 4y, that falls away, equals negative 20. So y is equal to negative 5. And then you go x-intercept, let y equal to 0. Okay, so we said 4 times 0 plus 5x plus 20 is equal to 0. Okay, that falls away, so it's 5x equals negative 20. X is then equal to negative 4. So we got this y and the x. Y is negative 5, x is negative 4. Again by approximation. So we draw. Okay. So 0, eh? Let's see what the standard form of this graph looks like. Does it confirm what my graph looks like? So it's going to be 4y equals negative 5x minus 20. Yes, so we got y is equal to negative 5 over 4x minus 5. You see here your y-intercept is normally your c value, which is negative 5. And your gradient is negative. Okay, so yes, makes sense. Let's look at 2.11. Exercise 2.11. You got x is equal to 2y. So what we work out is our x-intercept. We let y equal to 0. So you got x is equal to 2 times 0, which is 0. Then we work out our y-intercept. We let x equal to 0. So you got 0 is equal to 2y divided by 2, so y is equal to 0. So if you would like to draw this graph, you'll see that, just draw here. When to draw this graph, you see that it's cutting your y-intercept at 0 and your x-intercept at 0. So we don't know how this graph is going to look like, the steepness of the graph. Okay, we know the graph, if I divide by 2, is going to be a positive gradient. So it will be a gentle gradient, okay? It will be an angle less than 45. Okay, we'll talk about that angle later on. However, if we look here, we can now generate another point on this graph. Okay, how do we generate another point? We say let x equal 1. By letting x equal to 1, okay, then we have 1 is equal to 2y. So now I divide by 2, therefore y is equal to half. So this point is going to be 1 and half. Okay, can you see that? It's going to be 1 and half there. So let's plot the graph for that point. So x is 1, y is half. So this is this point here. So the graph must go through the origin according to calculation, and it's going through the point 1 and half. And there we go. Alright. Hopefully we'll get another one coming up later, so we can practice that there. Okay, so you're looking at 2.13. 2.13 is also one of those. Okay, so we just go through, so x-intercept, but here we can already see it's going through the origin. Okay, say we didn't know. Alright, we let y equal to 0. So you say 0 is equal to 4x divided by 4, so x is equal to 0. Okay, then we're working out our y-intercept. For y-intercept, let x equal to 0. So y is equal to 4 times 0, which is 0. As you can see, again, it's going through the 0 and 0 line, the origin, which is 0 and 0. So we need to generate another point on this graph. Okay. How do we generate another point on the graph? We let x equal 1. So then y is equal to 4 times 1, which is 4. So that's the point of contact, or the point it's going through. When x is 1, y is 4. Okay? So it's going to go 1 and 4. So it's going through 0 and 0 and 1 and 4. Okay. Okay, many learners, what they do is, when they draw this graph, they draw it through those 2 points. Okay? They know it's 0 and 0. They do it by calculation. They do all of these things. However, they draw it like that, going through. Okay? Just note, do not make that mistake. We must know that the graph is going through 0 and 0, and it's going through that coordinate. Alright? So now we're looking at 2.15. 2.15, you got y is equal to 1315. Y is equal to negative 3x plus 3. Okay, y is equal to negative 3x plus 3. So you go y-intercept, let x equal to 0. Okay, so we then say y is equal to negative 3 times 0 plus 3, which is 3. Okay, now we go x-intercept. What do you do for x-intercept? Let y equal to 0. So 0 is equal to negative 3x plus 3. So 3x is equal to 3, so x is equal to 1. Do we need to let x equal to 1 here? No. It's enough information to sketch the graph. Okay? Okay, so let's just draw the graph here. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, this is like saving space. Okay, so that's the x and the y, the origin there. Okay? Let's close this graph in case it's making you confused. So what do? It has a y-intercept of 3 and an x-intercept of 1. Okay, as you can see, it has a negative gradient. Actually, a very steep negative gradient. There we go. It's going through 3 and 1. Okay. Let's look at number. Here's the other color. Let's look at number 2.70. Okay. If I made any mistakes, you can just get me on this number here. Just check it. Let's see. Okay, you can just give me a call on this number. Or if there's an easier method of explaining anything, or I've explained something at all, let me know on that number. Otherwise, these videos are free. Okay. 2.17, we got y is equal to 4. Okay. So if y is equal to 4, okay, I'll carry on in the next video.